Hello everyone, it's me Lancer737, and today I'm going to be doing something I don't normally do often. I'm going to give you some announcements, personal announcements for the channel, and for some more tips and tricks involving MLP, the video game. And honestly, you can use it for any game or any program that you have and you need a new device. But let's get into it. First, let's get into the announcements. What held me back from doing a lot of stuff for Halloween has been resolved. I have both those programs fixed on my computer, although it's still a little bit broken physically. I also have a brand new computer. It's even way more powerful and stuff. I'm gonna have to set that up. So I am going to continue this stuff. So we're going to be getting like some Halloween stuff during Christmas. You're going to be getting the videos that I promised. And I'm sorry for such a freaking delay. I couldn't believe how long it took to fix the problems. The problem the entire time was a bad sound driver. It wasn't a problem with the programs themselves for recording. And that's what it sounded like. Even the people that run, I use XSplit broadcaster. Even they thought it was on their end, and we were going through so many different things every single day. Like almost my whole entire day when I wasn't doing stuff was just sitting at my computer going through all these different things, diagnostics, deleting programs, and a whole bunch of other things. And it just was so annoying. Let's follow Luna. Luna is best princess. She's best pony, so let's do it. So, and her pet raccoon in my universe. So, yeah, I was just going through so many different things every day, and November was completely lost, unfortunately, and being able to do stuff. So, yeah, but like this coming week, I'm going to just kind of take a break from that. I'm not going to work on those kind of videos. Instead, I'm going to be uploading stuff I really like that's not MLP themed. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm still doing the normal MLP stuff for Gameloft or Pocket Ponies or Color by Magic. I just wish we got some more new games. I always say this, we need some more new games from MLP. That G51 on mobile was a disaster. I don't see too many people playing the Xbox version. It looked like it was better, but it's still not quite the game I'm thinking of when I want a new MLP game. But first, let's get into a tip. Let's say something has gone wrong with your device, or it's not that something has gone wrong. You want to have your progress in your game go onto another device, but it's not possible. For whatever reason, the tech support isn't helping you or something like that. So, what do? You're going to have to do what I did the last time I played. You see, if Gameloft is not able to send you a file of from the cloud of your game progress, you're going to have to get one of these. And it's better because like the last time I used the store. Oh, I guess Cadence is dancing. That's awesome. I'm thinking in my head while I'm talking, and then the flash caught my mind. That's really cool. Like there's two different cadences, the crystal cadence and normal cadence, and Cadence is excited over what Crystal Cadence is doing. Okay, sorry, I got distracted again. So this is what I'm getting into. The last time I was ever in a phone store, every single time they would transfer my stuff, it would only be the basic stuff. It would never be the actual save file. So that stuff was lost. I did not have a problem with this. And I'm going to show you what it is. You're going to want data transfer. So what I think it was this one. You will need this program, I believe, on both devices. I could be wrong, but don't forget to go through every single thing that it talks about this app. So I downloaded this app, and copy my data, Wi-Fi transfer data, move and switch content to another smartphone, data safety. Safety starts with understanding how developers collect and share your data. Data privacy and security practices may vary based on your use, region, and age. The developer provided this information and may update it over time. This app may share these data types with third parties, locations, personal info. Okay, that is important, but that's not what I was getting into. Okay, this is the first time I've seen anyone I mean, most of the reviews are good, but it's starting with the bad ones first. And apparently, I guess you can move data from the, an Apple product. I was going to show something separate at a different time for transferring. I can't even talk. Transferring Android to iOS stuff. I mean, iOS stuff. But I had seen a separate app for that. But yeah, this worked great for me. It didn't just transfer the apps themselves. It transferred all of my save file except for one game. And that was Mortal Kombat Mobile. So it might not be perfect, but this is your best shot. If you are not able to go to a game store and you want to save your game progress for the My Little Pony game or anything else, get this app. And again, I believe you need it for both devices. And it's been such a while since I've used that app that I don't remember the specifics of it anymore. But I'm going by editor's choice, and the top one is copy my data, transfer content. Let's see. Let's go to ratings. Oh, no. Hold on. Whoops. Okay, hold on. Here is the app. Just do not touch any of the top parts. Move to iOS. I don't know why you would. I mean, maybe you don't have a choice. And I've never used this before because I've never had an Apple product, but I'm just pointing it out. There is an actual app. It's most of the ratings are the highest rating, but I should point out that the second highest is the lowest rating. Let's see what it says. This is in top worst 3 apps that I've ever used. Sorry. Okay, yeah, I read that right. This is in the top 3 worst apps that I've ever used, which is outdated and not user-friendly. It took 12 hours to transfer 90 gigabytes of data, and it failed. That's an insane amount of data, to be honest with you. App just does not work. Okay, so I thought it was weird seeing that there would be actually a thing, but again, most man, why can't I talk today? Most of the stars for this are the highest. It's just take in mind there is a fairly large amount of people that have had a bad experience with it. The reason I'm not sure it would be a good idea, unless it's out of your hands and you have to have an Apple device, I'm not sure it's a good idea to play the Apple version of the MLP Gameloft game because I'm not sure it's even constantly updated. I know for sure the Android Google Play Store version is constantly updated. At one time, the PC one, they had started giving it updates and limited time campaigns from the newer stuff, and then I think they quit doing that again. And every other version that you've ever seen is not supported, so you must steer clear of those. The first time I played, it was very unfortunate. I got the Sprint version. I got a Sprint version from the Sprint game store. I was playing it. Then I saw advertised the very first ever limited time campaign coming out. I was like, oh, that sounds awesome. And it was about dragons attacking and destroying Ponyville. And the first time ever, the award that you got for defeating dragons was sapphires, which we get those now, but it's not the same. Sapphires then could be used to buy any premium item. The shape of it looked exactly like a ruby. It's just it was blue, different shades of blue. And I was just waiting and waiting. I was excited and waiting and waiting. And then I noticed something had to be wrong because I only had 1 day left to play any of it. It's like, okay, so why is it not showing up? Did I call? I contacted support for it, told them what version I was playing. I was like, oh, that's a long, unsupported version. Sorry about that. And it's like, they helped me out a little. They didn't literally do a data transfer, but they reimbursed me a lot of stuff so I can get a lot of the stuff I had back, but not all of it. But yeah, you have to be very careful about which version of the game that you get into. Now, here's a more advanced tip. So now we have a lot more Ruby generators in Sweet Apple Acres, but they work a little bit differently than the normal ruby generator that works like a normal store. So you need fuel for these generators. We'll call it that. So in this case, it's going to be carrots, which is one fuel. What is this? Grain. I'm sure that's going to be fuel at some point. I'm using that for upgrading the cow farm. But since it's not ready to produce rubies, I can't tell you exactly how many rubies that you would get out of it. You got cabbage as a fuel, and let's get these rainbows. They look pretty cool. Um, let's see. You got ponies that are ruby generators too. She's one of the best ones. She's the only one that produces two of them. Got to get these sapphires. And then the last one is corn. So, when is the best time to use these? I feel like it's the best time to use it is a little bit before you know an important campaign is coming. Save up a lot of the stuff before using it. Otherwise, it will be kind of meaningless. But a little bit before and during until you run out. That's what I would do. Now, is that the best tactic? I'm not 100% sure yet because this is still relatively a new system. It's unless you've spent a lot of money, it it's a very long trek to get these things operational. Because before they even produce rubies, you have to go through feeding it materials for the things related to it. So now that I have enough fuel for a lot of stuff, let's check this out. The sheep barn. I'm gonna get 3 rubies for the price of 4 corn and 4 carrots, and it's going to be 12 hours before I can use that again. You can use the time skips for those if you feel inclined to. Um, Actually, I guess it'd be more economic, sort of, using it here than it would in the Canterlot. Not Canterlot. The Crystal Empire. The Crystal Empire used to be the only place to have a ruby generator that produces 3 rubies, but it's like every 25 hours, I think. Okay, well, the cow one's not fixed. I don't know why I showed you that. Okay, the pig pen, another 3 rubies. It requires 2 cabbage, 3 corn. That one's a little bit cheaper, and it takes a little bit less time to produce it. And then we got the bunnies. It's going to be the least amount of rubies you get from it. It's a real resource hog too. It's kind of weird. Your better bet is with the pig pen than this. Well, let me take it back. It does take less time. It's probably another reason why it requires a little bit more resources to get it going. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not even sure I'm gonna be able to finish this limited time campaign that's going on. I'm not doing well at all. Unfortunately, some of these campaigns they do make it where you do have to have at least one helper or all of them just to win, and that's a shame. But that's I guess they did that because they're making so many ruby generators and they're expecting people to buy stuff. I'm saving this up specifically for Christmas Luna and anything else cool that I know is coming out. So that's part of this game. When it comes to a more advanced form of ruby collecting, it's when you think you know you're going to need to use those rubies. If you have a hunch that something really cool is coming out, save in advance a long time. Doesn't matter what the campaigns are that come up. If you're solely saving up rubies based on your ruby generators, or maybe you don't even have those, you're relying on destroying monsters, doing the cart game. Oh, by the way, and it sucks. The other day, Robot Luna. She was in my quests, and I picked her, and she was the right answer. She got me 7 rubies. 7. But the recorder failed. It was a blank screen. It ruined everything. But yeah, Robot Luna kicked butt. It was awesome. But yeah, you have to plan in advance. Look around at the news. I'm not even sure what a good source of news for the Gameloft game is anymore. They don't update the news often in game. And I don't think there's many accounts that give the news often. But anyway, just keep a close eye on what those news sources are. Plan ahead. See what you think is going to be something awesome that you are going to want to get. And just stick to it. Get as many rubies as possible. as many as you think you'll get. I'm surprised the last Luna was 900 rubies. They used to be like 1,000 or 2,000 rubies. Maybe they don't think they're as cool as they used to be anymore. I don't know. But anyway, those are some newer tips I have for the Gameloft game and things that'll help you out. Anyway, peace be with you all. Good luck with you in the game. The things are going to get better. It's going to be cooler in this campaign that we're going through right now. No, no offense to Gameloft. It's just it's too short and there's no real story to it. But anyway, peace be with you all and have a great weekend.